is the one we're watching. This is eerily similar what happened with that almost EF3 tornado in Orange County back in October 27th of 2021. This is a confirmed supercell with a tornado on the ground heading towards, Port Acres and also Port Arthur. It's the southeast of Winnie, south of Taylor Landing, the way it looks right now. This is what we're watching. This is what we call Doppler winds. And this is moving towards the radar, that's moving away. So there is definite rotation within this supercell. And you see that right there? That is a debris ball. What that means is that the tornado is picking up things like trees and irregular things, maybe fence posts, shingles, hopefully not, but it's not rain. This is a confirmed tornado heading east-northeast towards maybe Port Acres, over into Port Arthur in the next few minutes. Looks like this is moving to the east-northeast at about 23 miles an hour. And again, somewhere in Port Arthur, if this holds together, is the way it's looking right now. But Jordan, that's where we're at right now. Severe storms off towards our north. We're more concerned with this definite rotation off towards the northeast at 30 miles an hour. Let me put a track on that so that you can get an idea how fast and where this is going to go. And again, we think it's about right there, moving northeast at about 30 miles an hour. So we'll put it for the next 30 minutes. And that would put it in West Port Arthur at 3:58 p.m. It would hit West Port Arthur at 4:06, and then 4:11 p.m. for Groves. Again, this is a confirmed tornado moving off to the east and northeast at 30 miles an hour. Let me go back to, yep, definite, without a doubt, this is on the ground. Again, this is all rain. This is a different mode. It can basically look at the shapes of what is in the sky. And this is what we're watching right here. This little area right there is telling me that it's not rain. It's something else that's being lofted up into the sky along this track of the tornado. So that's where we're at right now. And again, you can see definite strong rotation. Again, this is the same path, Jordan, that in October 27th of 2021 that produced that EF2 to EF3 tornado. This may go a little further south, but that's the one that caused all the damage in Port Arthur in October of 2021. So it looks like it's going to go south of Nederland, south of Groves, and hopefully south of Bridge City and Port Arthur. So it's going to be close to Port Arthur and West Port Arthur. That's where we're at right now.
One of the things I was going to note, Patrick, this is a storm that has this thing has been producing a tornado off and on.
Cycling.
Way back to Brazoria County. It moved through the Alvin area. There was damage there. And then it clipped, Galveston County, and now moved across the water through Anahuac, and now here we've got it.
Yeah, this is a supercell. This is a cell that sustains and stays together. It cycles, and it's been dumping those tornadoes up and down, up and down, up and down. So this is another oscillation to where we're getting this tornado on the ground. Again, it's south of 73, heading to the northeast at 23 miles an hour. And you can see the rotation. This is a signature definite of a supercell as it continues to head maybe over towards Port Acres, South Port Arthur, hopefully south of town there. But again, without a doubt, this is on the ground.
This is a time to tell you, if you live in the Port Acres area, maybe even LaBelle, this could clip the area perhaps right along 73 there near Taylor Landing. They've been hit by a tornado in recent years, so you friends know about this, but you need to take your tornado precautions. This is a confirmed tornado. We wouldn't be on TV if it wasn't. This is a particularly dangerous scenario. And Patrick, people need to move to those interior rooms and get away from windows. None of us has a basement here, so get away from the windows.
Mobile homes, if you can go to a friend's house and you're in, say, sections of West Port Arthur, if you're living in a mobile home, get out of it. That's where you need to go to a more substantial structure. Okay, this has been shifted and it's still, let me get some more information. But again, this is the area that we're watching. This little dot right there, that is telling us without a doubt that is a confirmed tornado. Do we have anything new? As I see the brand new warning from the National Weather Service. Let's see, let me get that. Just coming in. This goes until now moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. It is 8 miles to the south of LaBelle, 9 miles southeast of, let's see, Hampshire. No doubt this is a tornado. Let me check this over here and give you another track. Again, this is now moving to the northeast. Not good for Port Arthur. This is a particularly dangerous situation. You need to be move away from windows, get in the interior-most portion of your house. Could be around Port Acres. Let me put this it's moving to the northeast at 40 miles an hour. So let me update this and show you the new track. Let's say northeast at 40 miles an hour, and I'll go for the next 20 minutes. West Port Arthur at 3:52 p.m. Is what we're seeing right now. Could be near, let's see, LaBelle. That's going to be south of LaBelle. But West Port Arthur, that's what I'm looking at on this as far as the track, Jordan.
All right, we're going to give Patrick get my mic turned on there, sorry. Give Patrick just a second to regroup. Can we pull up the live sky cam right now as well? Meteorologist Jeremiah Stewart has our Port Arthur sky cam zoomed in. We're looking to the southwest right now. There's the iconic cupola on top of Woodrow Wilson, the Port Arthur School, and we're now zooming into the west. We're putting this on TV live as it spins around, and we really want to get you the early vantage point on this supercell thunderstorm. So we're spinning it more toward the west from the southwest right now, looking across the Madison Monroe building there on the campus of Lamar State College, Port Arthur, and we're already starting to see some of the lightning with this cell. We're going to continue to track this tornadic supercell, confirmed tornado on the ground. South of 73, Patrick, right?
Yes, sir.
South of 73.
South of 73.
At the moment, staying out in the marshland, right? We know that corridor along Highway 73, not a lot of homes there, but as it closes in on West Port Arthur and Port Acres, expected here in the next 20 to 25 minutes, folks, you do need to take this storm seriously. We have a particularly dangerous scenario as we track this storm. Let's go back to the radar, and Patrick's got this in. That's the velocity mode, right, Patrick?
No, this is what we call correlation coefficient, Jordan.
Okay.
And what this means is that with radar, it's looking at similar sized objects.
So this is like a debris tracker, if you will.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so what it's saying is that this area right here is not, it's irregular. The shapes that are in the sky are irregular, and that's what we're looking at right there. There is something that radar is seeing, a very irregular shapes are being lofted up into the air, and that is what it's seeing and displaying right there. So this is still until, let's see, this is still until 3:45 p.m., so that hasn't changed.
Do you mind, we are starting to get some questions from folks, and obviously the tornado is our largest priority. Can you pop it over to the traditional radar mode for just a second? Because we're obviously getting heavy rain even here in Beaumont on the edge of this storm. Is there hail with this?
You would ask me that, and I don't have that graphic put in, but it'll take me just a second to do that.
Well, we appreciate you double checking, because even if you're not in the direct path of the storm, this is causing problems all across Jefferson County right now. And again, you see the red polygon. That is technically the area that is in the tornado warning. So if you're watching us from Beaumont, you should be okay. If you're watching us from Nederland, you're going to be on the edge of this. Unless it turns, you should be okay. But Port Arthur, Groves, Port Acres, we are concerned about our friends there. And of course, if you're watching from the lakes area tonight at this hour, we've got severe storms there, but those are not producing tornadoes. All right, Patrick has switched this over to the hail scan mode as well, and you can really see the core of the storm right there out in the marshland, south of 73, southwest of Taylor Landing. But Patrick noting that this storm is moving rapidly off to the east-northeast, what, 40 miles an hour?
That's the latest, yes.
Yeah, so this tornado warning continues for southern Jefferson County until 3:45, and if this storm continues on its trajectory, you could be seeing the tornado. If it stays on the ground in what, Port Acres and West Port Arthur
Yeah, Port
within
Acres
20
is
minutes?
right there, within 20 minutes. West Port Arthur, yep, that's where we're at. This is what we're watching right here. There it is, there's the rotation right there. It may be weakening a bit, but as you can see there, yeah, 345, there is the debris ball that there's not a lot of things besides grass and trees out there that it could be picking up. That's what we're looking at right now.
Okay, and I understand we're getting some things set up in the control room there. One of the things that we want to keep an eye on as well is that Port Arthur Skycam, our live roofing 911 Skycam on the campus of Lamar State College, Port Arthur. We've zoomed it off to the west. Patrick, we can see the lightning with this storm.
This
as
is
it
going to be
closes
rain
in.
wrapped.
So we wouldn't, even if we were closer, we wouldn't actually be able to see what you think of as the funnel that's on the ground.
Well, hopefully we don't get it.
Right.
Hopefully it dies before reaching Port Arthur.
About 20 miles, you'd say, from this camera view. This is on the campus of downtown.
Let me get a measurement
Lamar,
on
Port Arthur
that.
there. Yeah.
Let's see, it is, let me go back to, let's see. It looks like it's roughly 18 miles, yeah.
Yeah, about 20 miles off to the southwest of PA right now. You see the lightning. Jeremiah Stewart's also in the Weather Impact Center right now. He's swinging this even more off to the southwest right now, and you'll start seeing in the distance, I believe that would be Valero and then Motiva on the horizon there as we spin around, looking sort of down Proctor Street toward the southwest right now from our roofing 911 Skycam.
Tremendous amount of lightning, Jordan.
And we're seeing that. Let's go back to the radar, and it's rare to see the entire county lit up by these lightning strikes. There they are.
Good gravy.
What is that? Hundreds, I would think.
That's a lot of lightning.
A lot of lightning. If he puts it on there on top of the radar
Oh my
scan.
goodness, why did you do that to me?
Don't want that. While Patrick is adjusting the lightning tracker, we do want to remind our friends a serious situation if you live in Port Acres, West Port Arthur, out in the LaBelle area. You need to be taking tornado precautions. This is a large storm. It is a confirmed tornado. It's been on the ground for miles, off and on, all the way back to Brazoria County in the last 2 to 3 hours. So this is a long track supercell that has a history of producing tornadoes. Let's go back to the radar if we can at this point. We do want to remind you, move to an interior room if you're in Port Acres, in Port Arthur. The storm track on this has it arriving in the next 20 minutes. So this is a time you might want to move, find a safe spot. If you've got a mobile home, if you're in a mobile home, maybe there's a more substantial structure nearby that you can go to, because we do have this confirmed tornado on the ground. Meteorologist Jeremiah Stewart's here, Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn with you. I'm Jordan Williams. We are on the air because this is a particularly dangerous scenario for our friends in southern Jefferson County. We're hoping this will miss Mid-County. We're hoping it's safe for folks there in Port Neches, Groves. You are going to be on the very close edge of this storm. If it does turn, which sometimes happens as the supercell cycles, these things can start doing a turn. But you see Patrick now putting the latest storm track on there, and this could take it into the heart of Port Arthur in the next 20 minutes if it stays on the ground. Patrick?
That's it. We're just getting, let me go out for the next 30, minutes. Let's take it out to 25 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting close. Let's see, Port Arthur, West Port Arthur 351. Let's see, did I change that? It's now at 40 mile per hour. That's right, 40.
Yep, 40
All right,
miles
so that's going to adjust the time to the northeast. So I'm putting on this track, and again, if it holds together, West Port Arthur around 3:51 and Port Arthur at 3:58 p.m. So let's see, probably 3:55 over towards Port Acres, Jordan.
Yeah. So we're talking 20-25 minutes until this closes in on very populated areas in Jefferson County. The hail scan showing some of the larger hail that would be possible toward the center of this storm.
And it also appears to be weakening a little bit there. So let me kind of, okay, there's your tornado watch. That has been extended until 9 p.m.
He's going to flip through those. We can go back to the Skycam for a second if you want, guys. Again, because we're showing that the other story with this storm, the significant amount of lightning, The fact that this storm also has a lot of rain around where the tornado would be. The meteorologists use this term rain wrapped, and that is basically to say there is a curtain of rain in front of where the funnel would be if it is in fact on the ground still at this very moment. So you're not going to get one of these iconic views like you'd see in Oklahoma or Kansas, where we can watch this thing roll in for the next 20 miles if in fact it stays on the ground. You're not going to be able to see it that well. What you can see on our live Roofing 911 Skycam are flashes of lightning. So much lightning with this storm. We would expect some power outages as well, even if not from tornadic winds, but just from the sheer amount of lightning that we're going to be seeing as this storm closes in on Jefferson County. You can see on the right there, we've got the storm scan turned on. This is the traditional mode where they track the winds. The green and the red showing whether the winds are coming toward or away from the radar site. And Patrick's really zooming in on here. This is the debris tracker. Those arrows pointing toward the area south of Taylor Landing. Again, this is an extremely rural area right now, all marshland for the most part. Maybe some hunting camps down there, but hopefully this is staying out in the rural areas at the moment. We're concerned what will happen in the next 20 minutes, though, as it closes in on West Port Arthur and Port Acres. Patrick.
Yeah, well, it seems like it's intensified a bit, maybe because it's getting closer to the radar site. But that's where we're at right now. Again, without a doubt, this is a tornado on the ground, just to the southwest, about 10 miles to the southwest of West Port Arthur. Again, this is the same track that affected Orange County, that produced the tornado of October 27th, 221. You saw the lightning flash and the car was flipped up in the air over I-10. This is the same path. It came across Brazoria County, Galveston County, across Galveston Bay, Chambers County. Tremendous amount of lightning with this as it moves off towards the northeast at 40 miles an hour. There it is. There is the rotation center of that tornado, and that tornado warning 3:45 p.m. This will probably be extended, but without a doubt, this is on the ground. Without a doubt, that is heading off to the north and east. This is the debris tracker, debris ball. It is lofting items up in the air. Everything around here is rain. This is what is being lofted. It's basically looking at the shape of the raindrops or whatever is in the air. And it's telling us that it is irregular shaped items that are in the air. And that's why this is a confirmed tornado on the ground, as you can see, heading towards West Port Arthur, 3:51, and then 3:58 p.m. Towards Port Arthur. Let me get to see if there's your hail track, and as you can see, just south of Taylor Landing, hail coming down. Is there anything new on the
warning?
On the warning, let's see. Let's see.
It says roughly 10 miles southeast of Taylor Landing at this point. And
Say that again. Say, Jeremiah, your mic's on now. Good. We can hear you. Say that again.
Oh, y'all can hear me perfect.
Yes.
It is roughly 10 miles southeast of Taylor Landing, and it's headed to the northeast at about 35 miles an hour.
The latest bulletin I'm seeing at 3:35, so just 4 minutes ago, describes this as a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado. So 11 miles west of Port Arthur. Again, still, now they're saying moving east, Patrick, on the track that I'm seeing.
East at 40
east
miles
at 40.
an hour. Okay.
So a particularly dangerous situation for our friends. It's possible that this could turn south, stay south of the main populated areas of PA. That would be great.
Best case scenario with this is if it goes right into the Sabine Lake.
Yep, that would be. We're going to update the storm track as you look at the traditional Doppler radar and now the winds. That area where you see the red, the blue, and the green coming together now to the east-southeast of Taylor Landing, that is where we believe the storm is right now. This, again, a confirmed tornado. Not a good scenario. We're hoping that this will stay out mostly in the marsh area and maybe perhaps pull south of PA.
All right, there you go.
That's the
Port
updated
Arthur,
storm track.
351. Yeah, Port Arthur, 357, 401 Groves, as you can see. Oh, without a doubt.
That is on the ground.
That is on the ground, sir. You don't get any more classic
Textbook
than that right there.
For sure.
We talk a lot about this, but this is not common typically to see storms this strong that have been on the ground for such an extended period of time.
That's why they're called supercells. Normal thunderstorms have a lifetime of 15 to 20 minutes. But when you're talking about a supercell, the winds aloft, the shear, the wind direction, and the wind speed shear, this is a long-lived supercell thunderstorm. They last for hours sometimes, and they cycle through and produce these tornadoes. I'm going to have to go closer in as we get closer to Port Arthur. There it is right there, folks. Let me see if I can get that. That looks like it is north of Keith Lake and West Port Arthur.
And there goes another tornado warning
Around Big Hill.
extended for that area until 4:30 p.m.
Yes.
Same storm.
Yeah.
Same storm.
It's
They've
going to
just
hold
pushed it
together.
east. Yep.
So it does not,
Let's
maybe
see
a
the
sliver
verbiage.
of Port Arthur, or of Orange County. But again, this is between Keith Lake and West Port Arthur Road. That's where we're seeing it right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you have a chance to draw any of the roads on there, but this is getting closer to the plants
It's right around Big Hill, it looks like.
near the salt domes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a couple miles south of 73. So if you're watching us from Port Acres, there at the top of the screen, you may be okay, but I would be taking your tornado precautions. That's not a phrase we say a lot here. Move to an interior room, get away from the windows, and be prepared to take cover. We talk about being in bathrooms or closets and using mattresses and pillows to protect yourself. If this thing stays out in the marshland, we would all be forever thankful.
Let's see.
Again, this is a confirmed tornado. You're looking live, 3:42 on Saturday afternoon if you're watching us on air and streaming on 12 News Plus. We are on the air wall to wall with special coverage with this extended tornado warning that's now going to run until 4:30. That's for
Okay,
the
that's
other
for the,
half of it.
That's the other
Half of the shaded polygon there.
Let me zoom in closer. Yeah, without a doubt, hell. So again, folks, if you're watching this, you need to be the most interior room of your house, away from glass. And if you're in a mobile home, say in Port Arthur, West Port Arthur, you need to be out of those mobile homes and get to a more substantial structure as this comes on in to around West Port Arthur, if this is not weakening.
There's the sky cam. And again, we've been talking about the huge amount of lightning accompanying this storm. We're seeing cloud to cloud and cloud to ground lightning with this. If you're watching us from Mid-County, if you're watching from Nederland, you should be okay. We're hoping this stays south of you, but because this is such a large storm, we're all getting some significant lightning and rain and wind with this. The hail core is near where the tornado itself appears to be. We'll flip back to the radar mode in the control room if we can for a second, guys, and yeah, you can see. That's actually larger hail being reported now.
Yeah.
How big is that? Let's see.
1 inch.
So some pocket chain size hail, maybe some quarter size
1 inch
hail.
size hail.
Quarters.
That 1 inch size hail, yeah, is severe without a doubt.
And we talk about how we really don't talk about tornadoes a whole bunch down this way.
Right.
But this is the season. The problem is that we don't have the winds aloft strong enough to produce tornadoes except during winter.
Yeah.
And that's what we have. We have a strong upper level disturbance coming in from the west, and this is helping to create the jet stream winds that we need to produce rotation in these thunderstorms. And here we go. Just the right direction and wind speeds are necessary to produce these tornadoes. The wind direction, see at the surface, the winds are blowing from the south and southeast. And as you go up in the atmosphere, they're more out of the west. So this is rotational. See how that changes angles as you go up into the atmosphere. So there is rotation because of this weather pattern that we're seeing right now. Big storms still up into Tyler, northern Hardin, and also Jasper counties where there are severe thunderstorm warnings there for winds of 60 miles an hour and hail. But right now we are most concerned about this. It does look like it is weakening a bit, Jordan.
Well, we
That's good to
would
see.
definitely appreciate that
It's
happening.
still on the ground, no doubt about that. Again, let's see, I'm trying to see where this is. It's maybe over towards, West Port Arthur without a doubt.
Can you zoom in a little more for me? And I can probably help you as well. So Sabine Pass there, is right under where the Channel 12 logo is. That's 87 is the road that comes past Valero.
Right.
Yeah, and then that's the Sabine Lake there.
So at the moment, if this stays on a due east track, it may clip the edge of PA, West Port Arthur, but it may miss most of our neighborhoods and the plants itself, which would be good. Again, moving east at 40, and we were expecting it to cross this area in the next, 5 minutes? So it's only a couple of minutes away from crossing 87.
So like Chevron, Diamond Green, the Gulf Gate Bridge, and towards Pleasure Island, those are the places where this is probably going to go. West Port Arthur.
If you got any friends or family that works at either of the LNG facilities, and the one being built, Golden Pass, Port Arthur LNG, the very edge of West Port Arthur is the area of concern right now. It looks like this may miss downtown Port Arthur and Lamar State College. That's where that's where the camera is right now, and so we're still watching it. But we've been talking about the idea that you will not be able to see a clear tornado funnel. This is going to be covered by rain and clouds and obscured by the lightning. But if it does come into view, we do have our live Port Arthur Skycam pulled up there as well. Patrick, what are you seeing in terms of the winds?
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. It may be it doesn't look as healthy. The rotation does not look as healthy as it once did. Let's see, but there's still something on the ground. You can again see this debris ball that we've been tracking and talking about as it continues moving off towards the northeast now at 35 miles an hour is what the latest that I have. Again,
moving northeast at 35 miles an hour, 9 miles west of Port Arthur at this point.
Let's see, it is to the southwest of Port Arthur. It's less than that. It's more than that. It's less than two miles to the southwest of West Port Arthur. That needs to be updated. But again, this is the debris ball that we've been talking about right there, still holding together.
Yeah. So if you've got friends that work at Valero, Motiva, any of the LNG facilities, the chemical plant there in Port Arthur, the Chevron facility, you might shoot them a text and tell them to try to get to a safe spot within the facility. Hopefully they're taking tornado precautions. For all of our friends in West Port Arthur along Gulfway Drive, West Gulfway Drive, we're hoping that this misses you, but this is going to be a very, very close call with this storm. Again, a confirmed tornado on the ground, a dangerous scenario. Patrick is tracking. This is a storm that's upwards of 30,000 feet. And it has moved. We've watched it come up kind of on the back end of this system from Brazoria County, where there was tornado damage, through Galveston County, across the Ship Channel toward Anahuac. It moved across Chambers County, and now we've got it closing in on our doorstep. So again, a particularly dangerous situation with this storm. Still appears to be on the ground at this point, right, Jeremiah?
Yeah, and you can see, looking at our Skycam network, I mean, you can't really see much of anything, and the camera's kind of moving quite a bit due to those winds picking up. I'm not moving the camera right now. It is being moved by the wind.
No. That thing, okay, looks like it's spinning around. Okay, we're a couple of seconds behind, but we're spinning it back around, and you can see the whole Port Arthur Skycam. My goodness, the large supercell storm, and if it stops right about there, that looks like that would be where
back to the southwest. Go back the other way.
I haven't moved the camera at all. That's the strong winds are kind of moving it back and forth from that.
All right. Well, we'll get that thing adjusted. It looks like something's displaying on the middle of the screen there. All right, back to the radar. Patrick, I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay. This storm is has heights of up to 40,000 feet. That's how tall it is. And again, moving towards the north and east, very close to southwest Port Arthur at about 35 miles an hour to the north and east. Again, a tornado warning that has been extended now to 4:30, I believe, and for southern Jefferson County, and also into Sabine Lake. As if that matters, it'll be a water spout if it holds together. But let me get back on screen so that we can kind of go over this again. Again, this is a supercell, classic supercell. And what this is this is a self-sustaining thunderstorm just the right dynamics and instability allow it to hold together. Normal thunderstorms that we see, garden variety, only last 15 to 20 minutes. But this has stayed on the ground, or stayed together since Brazoria County, crossing, Galveston Bay, and also in and around Winnie, to the south of Winnie. Does not look as healthy as far as the couplet. So that's some good news. Maybe weakening, but it does look like this debris ball still holding true. Looks like it's going to go just to the south of West Port Arthur, and maybe over towards Highway 87, Highway 82, south of
Pleasure Island.
Pleasure Island. So some good news.
We do have homes there, of course, so we're thinking
Yeah.
of all of our friends in the path of this. You need to take precautions, but again, looks like you're okay in places like Port Acres at this point. The storm would
And
be
Groves.
south of you. Groves, we're going to be okay.
Mid-County looks okay, so it's right to the south of downtown Port Arthur. So that's moving off to the east and northeast at 35 miles an hour.
I know Jeremiah has also been keeping an eye on power outages around the area, watching the Entergy grid. Let me see if I can pull up the whole numbers. It looks like by
There's the
county
rotation
here,
right there.
we've already got 13,000 or so affected. Those are some in other areas, Galveston and Montgomery counties. A couple hundred in the dark already in Chambers County, and just a couple of hundred in Jefferson County. Can you pull it back up to the Skycam, Jeremiah?
Yeah, of course.
And let's see if we can swing it back toward this way, toward Pleasure Island.
All right, let's see what we
It's
got.
going to be
There
low
we
on the
go.
ground.
You can totally
Let's take
see
this.
it.
Take the
You
sky
can
cam.
totally
There we got it.
see it. And it's rain wrapped. You can see all the rain around it.
There it is.
Wow.
So that would be the huge lowering, right? That theoretically is
Perfect.
all rotating. That is it.
Yeah.
Let's stay with this live. That is the tornado. My goodness.
Wow, that is a huge tornado. Looks like it's going into the Sabine Lake, which would be the best case scenario for those folks down towards Port Arthur.
Let's lock down the shot because we're going to stay with this.
Okay. There
You
we
can
go.
see how fast it's moving
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, that
is-
just
There's
shows
the
you.
ship
wow.
channel. So it's likely already crossed, like you said, 87 and then 82 there south of Pleasure Island.
That is massive.
Yes.
Large tornado confirmed on the ground. You're looking
Oh,
live.
definitely a tornado, without a doubt. It's still holding together. Okay, there you go. Look at the couplet, not the couplet, but the debris ball. Right there it is on Highway 82 right now,
We just
south
lost
of Port
Skycam.
Arthur. Well, there you go.
For a second there.
That is without a doubt a tornado on right now on the ground, Highway 82 south of Port Arthur, and it looks like it's going to go right across Pleasure Island.
Do we have the updated Skycam? It looked like it was refreshing. This
I
is
think
a
it should
large.
be good.
This is a large tornado on the ground. No, controller, can you maybe refresh your
Oh.
Skycam?
Okay, without a doubt, this is going to be. I think this is going to be at least an EF2, maybe an EF3 tornado with this, with the strength of the debris ball. Okay, there you go. It's weakening there. The latest scan just came in, so it may have pulsed up to an EF2, possibly an EF3. From my experience with the two tornadoes that affected Orange County back in 2021, and I can't remember the other one, 2020 maybe. This is the same path that this particular cell is a little bit further to the south than that one that affected Orange County. I think you're okay in Orange County.
That would be great.
And you know, if this were 10 to
it's
15
gonna go right
miles
up-
further north, this would have been a different situation.
Exactly. This is going to go south of Groves. I think this is going to go south of BC and Orange. So that's the good news. If it holds together and does not weaken, then it's going on this path right there, right across Sabine Lake. You couldn't ask for a better scenario.
Our Skycam, by the way, has lost power. It would appear there on the campus of Lamar State College, Port Arthur. That would be why we're not getting data. But if you were with us just 3 minutes ago, you saw how big this tornado is. And as Patrick said, really a best case scenario with this staying south of the city of Port Arthur. But what a close call and what a large tornado for our part of the world. Extremely scary stuff. You're looking, again, this is the
Yep.
wind mode on the radar.
Going right over Sabine Lake. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank God.
Yeah, this was a close one.
Thank God.
All right, we're on the air with you live. We're going to stay here until this thing moves out of southeast Texas. But again, a large tornado confirmed. We've seen it with our eyes on the Skycam in Port Arthur just minutes ago. And now you're looking at the radar mode. So Port Arthur, right now, you're getting slammed. We do have the Skycam back.
Let me check and see if we have it back
Let's
up.
see if that's actually live.
I'm going to X out of it and try to pull it back up and see
All right,
if we can
control,
get it
and
rolling.
we'll double check. Thank you. Thanks for letting us know. Again, you're looking at the traditional radar mode right now, reminding you we now have that tornado warning that continues for southern Jefferson County, south of the city of Port Arthur. If you're watching from Nederland, Port Neches, Groves, you're okay. Just getting some heavy rain with this. We'd love to hear exactly what you're seeing where you are, because tornado warned storms are also severe thunderstorms. So even if you're not in the path of this tornado, we've seen some hail with this, and certainly strong gusty winds and a lot of lightning. Patrick.
Yeah, just looking over the latest warning from the Weather Service. Let's see, now moving east at 30 miles an hour, so it's kind of turned.
Made that right-hand turn.
It did, and that is indicative of a severe thunderstorm. Trying to get some more information. The good news is that we may be done here in Beaumont in the next few minutes, as this back edge of the precipitation will likely stay north of the triangle. We think that will probably be east of our area by 6 p.m. as a cold front that is expected to move through our area. And as you can see, this has moved out into the Sabine Lake. Right there is where it is. Of course, this is Pleasure Island, and that is Sabine Lake. So it's out over the water right now, without a doubt. As you can see, there is the debris ball. And again, a debris ball is basically, it's looking at the shapes of the raindrops. And when you have similar raindrops, similar shapes of raindrops, it displays this red or this orange. But when you start getting into these greens and blues and purples in a small circle like that, the radar's saying, hey, these shapes are not the same. They're irregular. They're not the same shape. And that's where you can infer that there is actually something on the ground, like fence posts, shingles, trees, bushes, whatever. That's what the radar is picking up. And again, you can see very heavy rainfall coming down in Port Arthur, back over in towards Groves, and the hail, let's see, has weakened. Maybe some small hail over towards Port Arthur coming down, but it does look like this is again moving out into Sabine Lake. Let me back out and show you that again, still strong thunderstorms up in the lakes area. You don't get very many days like this, and this is what we've been looking at is as far as the winds aloft and what direction they are. Lots of wind shear and also instability over the area. Again, a tornado watch in effect until 9 p.m. I believe. But the deal is that
once we get this out across the Sabine, we're kind of done in the triangle.
Exactly. I think we may be done with it over the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Look
That's
at all
good
the
news.
lightning strikes there.
Wow.
Look how fast. I've got our radar set on the slowest mode that it can go, and look how fast it is zipping across there.
And as we were talking about earlier, I mean, this has been a long-tracked supercell thunderstorm. It started off in Brazoria County, almost 125 miles to our south and west. So good to see that it's not impacting Port Arthur or Mid-County, and it's moving through the Sabine Lake, opposed to affecting those areas.
I just want to double check before we completely kind of let the guard down. Are there any populated areas in the path of this right now that
I
you
don't
can
think
see?
so.
This is going to miss Bridge City. It's going to miss Orange.
Right.
Looks like it's going right across the lake. And this is going to move into Cameron Parish.
Right.
So west central Cameron Parish is under the tornado warning right now.
Right, and it looks like it'll go south of BC. So I think we're in pretty good shape the way it's looking right now. Just heavy rainfall, obviously. Lots of lightning. Yeah, this is right over Sabine Lake, as you can see. So it's a water spout, basically.
A long track tornado with this supercell.
Well, this is a long supercell, a long track supercell. It's just, okay, there we go. It has weakened, it has moved over water.
Good deal.
So It's not going to be able to create a debris ball because it's over water. So it's going to lift up water basically. So it's not going to be able to be seen there.
But we had a close call from our friends in Port Arthur here in the last little bit.
That is for sure.
You've been watching us on the air live for at least the last hour or so here from 12 News, our weather impact team, meteorologist Jeremiah Stewart and Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn on the air with you.
Who is off today, by the way.
Well, Patrick, we appreciate you coming in, polo shirt and all. You look great. We love it. Yeah, we all decided we saw this thing coming because it had been on the ground for so long. I don't know about, Patrick, I know you've been here kind of looking at the data.
Yeah, I've been here since about, 11:30?
We all decided we probably should come in and help. So yeah, we wanted to keep everybody safe. Control room, and I know our news management team is here as well. Let us know when you're ready to wrap up the coverage. But we are going to,
I think we're in pretty good shape.
Keep people updated for just a couple more minutes. All the lightning with this storm. That's why we've lost our live Skycam from Port Arthur. It looks like it took a power hit there on the campus of Lamar State College. But boy, just minutes ago, around 3:50, we did have a shot of that large rain-wrapped tornado. Perhaps the rain making it look a little bit larger than it was, but an ominous sight.
I didn't think we were going to be able to see it, but once you saw the sky lowering there, it was without a doubt that tornado coming. Hopefully we recorded that. We were recording this, so
we'll be able to find that shot.
Yeah, I want to find that shot and archive
yeah.
it. It's too awesome to see
sure.
here in Southeast Texas. You don't see, again, many like that. It's kind of like that October 21, October 27th.
Yeah.
This is the same. In fact, I grabbed this from my Facebook or my social media X platform.
The photos?
The photo. This is the tornado right there. The background is the tornado that went through Orange County.
Is that the I-10 one?
The I-10 one.
Yeah.
October 27th of 2020.
21.
Yeah. That lofted that side by side up in the air and went down I-10, if you remember that. So I think we're in pretty good shape. Just lots of lightning right now. Again, this is moving off over in towards western sections of Cameron Parish, and again to the south and east of Port Arthur. Yeah, we're in good shape there. It's over the lake. I don't see, okay. And there you go. So I think we're in pretty good shape. Just heavy rainfall that is coming down over towards Orange, back over to Groves, Port Arthur, Sabine Pass, very heavy rainfall. Again, if it's still holding together, it's a water spout right now and heading on off towards the east at about 35 to 40 miles an hour. So there's, I don't think, any danger for Orange County. I think Port Arthur is in great shape, even Sabine Pass. So 2 thumbs up. We couldn't ask for if we're going to have a tornado, I think this is the best. It could have gone at a better place. I won't say unpopulated, but low population line or track that this took, and right now not affecting too many people at all.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn manning the radar for us this afternoon. Patrick, we appreciate you being on the air with us through this dangerous situation.
I would have dressed up if I'd known I was going to be on air. But
the polo shirt's nice. It's a good look.
It's a relax for your day off.
It is. It's been a busy Saturday. And friends, we are going to wrap up our coverage here from 12 News. In case anything changes, of course, we will break into programming and be with you on air and online if conditions change. We thank you for tuning in, and we appreciate you trusting 12 News to help you and your family stay safe. Take care.
Continue with us and watch free now on the 12 News Plus app everywhere you stream.